Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Wildflower Will's YouTube channel. I'm Louise, and it is Monday, which means it is Cast On Day. You all were voting for yarn, the color of yarn for this week's project. So we'll talk about that. I'll show you last week's cast on, the progress that I made, and I have a couple of other projects that I did a little bit of work on last week or ones that I want to work on this coming week. And then we'll chat a little bit about what you're working on. We'll talk about what the Fiber Friends challenge is for the month of May. And we will just fill the hour with some knitting fun. So grab your knitting, get settled in, and let's start with what you were voting for. This week's project is the Pressed Flowers hat. So if you haven't heard of the Pressed Flowers hat or the Pressed Flowers shawl, it is a mosaic project. It's mosaic is a type of colorwork knitting with slip stitches. It's lots and lots of fun. So, and it was inspired, of course, by the Fiber Friends challenge for this month. The Fiber Friends challenge is something flower inspired. So, pressed flowers. I know a lot of people have done the pressed flower shawl. And I thought, I didn't want to tackle something as big as the shawl, but the hat sounded like a great idea. So I took a look through my stash. I pulled up the pattern. The hat is knit with sport weight yarn. So as you guys all know, I have a big stash of this Patons Classic Super, I was going to say superwash. Patons Classic Wool Superwash DK. I have a lot of colors in this, and I thought, I know I'm using some of it for my mosaic scarf, but I thought surely I could just sneak a couple balls out of that for a hat. And, the hat and the scarf actually could end up matching sort of. It won't have the same pattern, but it'll still be like mosaic, and it will have the same colors in it. So it could sort of tie in at the end of all of this. So what I picked for you to vote on was the hat to be knit in gray with purple flowers, or to do a hot pink hat with the bright green flowers. And honestly, I don't know which one of the color combinations I like better. So this hot pink, I think, is magenta. Yes, this is magenta, apple green. I'm just thinking, if I remember, is this grape? Nope, eggplant. Wrong food. And this is probably, oh, I was going to guess pebble. It's flagstone. So flagstone and pebble, apple green, and magenta. Hi, everybody. So there was a few I don't know. There was a lot of different votes. I think we had over, let me tell you how many votes we had. We had 118 votes tonight for these two color options. There was of a lot of varying opinions, I would have to say. Some people liked the gray and the purple just because some people love purple. A couple people said they love gray and purple color combo together, so that's what they were voting for. I think it was Susanna said, I love all the colors, but I don't like this shade of green. So she voted for purple and gray. Other people were saying, this would be a fun project to knit this spring because the hot pink and the apple green is very springy like colors. Other people thought this, would be nice and bright and fun to wear in the wintertime. So there was lots of very good arguments for going either way. I mean, really, I don't think we can go wrong with either colorway. Yeah, and I don't know. Part of me is like, I would like to see the gray with the purple knit up. I think that would look nice, more of a neutrally color. But I am really, really liking things that are bright and colorful. So pink, I think I need to stop saying pink is not my color because a lot of things that I've been picking out and with yarn and color choices lately have had shades of pink in them. So I think maybe my color preferences have changed a little bit over time. Pink never used to be one of my go-to colors. I think that's what I should be saying, but never used to be one of my go-to colors. But I have to say, when it's paired with the right color, I like that color combination. So I do like this. Kind of reminds me of tulip. This is, I don't know, they're both really, really nice. So let's take a look, the yarn. So if you don't have this in your stash, so this is a superwash. Most classic wool is 100% wool, but this is superwash. And it is a sport or a DK. It is a number 3 weight. They suggest a 4 millimeter hook or needle, and there's 125 yards or 114 meters in the 50-gram ball. So that's a little bit. So it does say 100% new wool, but obviously it's been treated because it says superwash on there. Anyways, typically I'm kind of finding myself that I'm not a big superwash yarn purchaser anymore, because it does stretch, and a lot of people kind of complain that it stretches because it doesn't have the barbs on the wool to hold its shape. So for that reason, I typically stay away from it. But I think I will make an exception because I have all this in my stash, and the flower hat looks super super cute. So I think I'm going to give it a go. The pattern calls for a 3¼ millimeter needle for the ribbing, and then a 3.75 needle for the body of the hat. So that will be my biggest challenge, of course, is finding the needle size later on tonight. Okay, I will tell you, um, the winning color combination had 60% of the votes. When I looked at the voting, probably around noonish, Instagram stories, it was 50-50. And all day on Instagram stories, it was very close. And even tonight, when I looked at it, it was within just a handful of votes one way or the other. So I thought this voting was going to be super, super close because typically Instagram stories kind of gives you the general feel of how the voting's going to go, but not so tonight. For all of you who voted over on Facebook or right here on YouTube, the voting went the opposite way. Soon as I started going through all those votes, I'm like, oh, okay, I definitely know who's winning tonight. It was very, very clear. You guys were definitely leaning one way, and that's fun. So the winning yarn. Oh, Liz is giving me my drum roll. Okay, the winning yarn for the colorway for the hat that's going to get cast on for this week's hat project is, insert dramatic pause, the pink and the green. So the bright colors won out. Okay, hold on. Let me do it this way. There we go. So if you voted for the pink hat with the green flowers, you are in the winning camp. Liz, I think you said you have had a winning streak going. I can't remember which way. I can't remember which way you voted tonight. Anyways, oh, and I think Jocelyn didn't vote for either colorway. I think she said purple and green would look nice together, which is absolutely right. Those two would look. Oh my gosh, Liz, your streak continues. That is amazing. Oh no, Nancy, you were on the losing side. Well, that's a bummer. All I can say is come back again next Monday and vote again, and maybe your luck will change. I don't know. It's always I mean, there it really is no loser, is there? I mean, everything that I have you guys vote on is really like whatever wins is going to be fantastic. So, I think this will be fun. Hot pink hat with little green flowers sprinkled through it. I just think that makes me smile thinking about wearing it in the wintertime on a really cold, snowy, blustery day, and you pull on a bright pink hat with flowers. Sometimes you just need that when you open your door and there's a foot of snow or more. You have to shovel your way to the car. You're freezing your fingers off as you're scraping ice off your windshield. So you would need a very happy hat that makes you smile, right? I think so. I think you guys did a great job voting for this. So I'm excited. So pink's going to be my main color. The apple green is going to be little pops of flowers. It's going to be so fun. So I will show you progress on it Saturday when Cheryl and I podcast. Yes, this week. Oh, this week the Fiber Friends are podcasting on Sunday. So if you watch Cheryl and I typically live Saturday morning, we're going to go live Sunday morning because she is away at a sock cranking with her sock knitting machine on Saturday. So we're just going to bump the podcast one day. So then she'll be able to report in and tell us how the crank in went and how she made it with her sock machine. So that'll be fun to get that update. And then it'll give me an extra day to work on my hat. And then the very next day will be Monday and we'll be right back here and I'll show it to you again. So you can pick and choose where you want to see. Or maybe I'll get lots of progress done between Sunday's Fiber Friend podcast and Monday night when we're back here. And you guys, I so hope I have this hat finished. I really, really do. But the odds are never in my favor when I say that. So we're going to hope for good progress and have it finished in the month. I'm gonna set the bar pretty low and then maybe I can exceed it. But we'll wait and see. My sock from last week, you guys, I didn't even realize that this yarn I just bought this yarn because it was really pretty, and I didn't have any of it in my stash. You guys know I have a well-stocked Croy stash, and I did not have any of this color. I had not even seen this colorway before. It's called Midnight Orchid. So, this yarn I did and Sally, I don't know if Sally's here tonight. I saw Sally post this yarn and she had started it, posted it in the Fiber Friends Facebook group, and she said, "This is my start for this month's challenge." And I looked at the yarn and I'm like, "Hey, that's the same yarn that I have." And I'm like, "She's doing it for the flower challenge." And then all of a sudden, I'm a little slow here. And then I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's because of the name." So to for the flower inspired Fiber Friends challenge, it can be the pattern name can have flower in it, hence pressed flower hat. The yarn can have the name flower in it, Midnight Orchid. Or your actual project, right, can have flowers in it. So the pressed flower hat does have flowers in it. You can embroider, you can duplicate stitch, you can put flower buttons on it. I know Nikki's doing that with her cardigan. So you can just get really, really super creative with flowers. And so it wasn't until I saw Sally's post that I'm like, hey, I have a second project for the Fiber Friends Flower Challenge. So that is exciting. I had it and I didn't even know. So this is as far as I've gotten. Not very far. I have to say, you guys, my knitting time this week was minuscule. Uh, if you guys watched Friday Night with me and Jocelyn, you know I had my granddaughter, and she was still. I had her all weekend. So, um, you know, chasing a toddler. Um, she's almost at the toddler stage, so that definitely cuts into some knitting time. Mind you, though, I did have her helping me crank. I'm cranking some tube scarves, and she was helping me crank. She put her hand over mine, and we were cranking together. So I'm like planting the seed, you guys. When she gets a little bit bigger, got to start them young, right? But I did manage to get my sock cast on, and I've got a good chunk of ribbing done. Honestly, let me grab. Got a tape measure right here. I'm not even entirely sure how far I am or how many inches I did of ribbing. I just kept going tape measures, stitch markers, darning needles, all of those tools that you always need. You know how you just never have them when you want them? For some reason, your Notions pouch, they just seem to like never be in there. They're like, they've fallen on the floor, they're under the cushions on the couch. Well, I cannot find my tape measure yesterday. So I was just kind of eyeballing. I was going for 2 inches of ribbing, and I think I've got just a little bit more, 2¼ inches of ribbing. The whole sock is almost at 3 inches. So not bad. I'm going for about 6 inches for the leg. So I'm almost halfway there. I might do 7 inches. We'll see. I might, no, with Croy, I think I'll just go 6. Anyways, I'm really, really liking these colors. So I finally got into a little bit of the purple, and this is more like a dark brown and kind of a like mahogany. Ooh, that sounds like a fancy word, doesn't it? For brown. But it's like a ruddy brown, and there's a nice green, and then there was a darker green. So I have just done one full repeat. I cast on. You can see I've got the dark green at the cast on, and oh, is that the same shade? Yes, it is. I'm pretty I'm pretty sure that's the same shade. Yeah, I think so. The dark green on top and down here. So we'll see if I end up with this lighter green in the next. I'm pretty sure that's it. So I think this is a full color repeat. It is so lovely. So one of my knitting friends, Tracy, she voted for this colorway. I think I told you this last week when this was the winner. And she had said we're going to be twins because she is actually knitting a pair of socks right now with this. So, oh, Lynn, this is the winning color. I think I think you might have voted for this. Yeah, so Tracy and I are knitting a pair of socks with the exact same colorway. So it was so fun. We messaged each other, and well, I messaged her and I'm like, guess what? This is the winner. We are gonna have twins, like pair of socks. And you know, and so of course I'm like, what pattern are you knitting? So she's doing her toe up. I'm doing mine cuff down. But I want to add, we're going to do fish lips kiss heel. She's probably already has, I think she has hers done already. And um, I'm going to put that in this sock. Now, I'm sure I just had this momentary thought of, wait a second. I was going to cast on and do toe up for something different. I wanted something different. That's why I messaged Tracy to see what pattern she was doing, because I thought, I mean, self-striping, you can't get too fancy with a pattern because it's not going to show up in the stripes. But I wanted to see what pattern she was following. Like maybe she was doing like an all over ribbed pattern or something. And then I was curious to see what heel she was doing. So, because I wanted something different. And now I'm finding this super funny because here I was wanting something different, and then without even thinking about it, I grabbed my 9-inch circular needle and I cast on cuff down. Not even realizing until right at the moment when I said about the heel, and I'm thinking, "Ooh, can you do fish lips kiss both ways?" But I'm 99% sure you can do it top or toe up. I think it's good either way. So that is that. But isn't it pretty? I am loving these colors. I think it is just so fun. Oh, Kara says yes. Yeah, I was pretty sure because you guys all heard my story about Fish Lips Kiss Heel probably like forever and ever ago. Like back when Caroline and Adrian and I were doing the Fiber Friends podcast, Adrian was doing the Fish Lips Kiss Heel. And I think she convinced me to try it. And I did not like it. I did not like it. And I don't know why. I can't remember why, but all I remember is I did one heel, and then I'm pretty sure the second sock, I just went back and did a heel flap and gusset. I d I didn't, and I don't remember why. I just think I just had my mindset that I wasn't gonna like it, that I liked heel flap and gusset. That's what I like. That's what fit me the best. Um, so all these years I have always said I want to do the Fish Lips Kiss heel again and give it a fair shot and try it. So I'm excited to do it again. So I know I bought the pattern like forever ago. So I will I'll have to refer back to it because I don't know how long to do the leg and then where to place the heel. So I'll have to look and get that measurement and then follow the instructions for the Fish Lips Kiss heel. I'm already trying to embody some positive energy for this heel. I know a lot of people say it is their favorite heel. Some people say they put extra like 3 rounds, like a mini gusset in there. I will probably do that because I think maybe I probably did not do that on the first one. I think that was before we had heard about that, about kind of at making that adjustment to the heel to make it fit a little bit better. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, hi, Louise. Louise is saying I should try the shadow wrap heel. It's similar but easier. Okay, was that the problem? Did I find the Fish Lips Kiss heel hard? Okay, Louise, now you got me. Now you're worrying me. Okay, no, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It'll be fine. I will do it and we'll see. It'll just be fun. And worst case, I'll have another pair of mismatched socks with only one heel. No, I'll do the pair. I can do it. I'm an experienced knitter. I can do this. I don't know why I have such a hard time with this, but I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna love it. Oh, Sally. Okay, Sally, did you just hear me talking about this and realize, not even realizing till I saw your post? So Sally says she's knitting a modified version of the library socks. Okay, all right, so maybe I should go check that out. And Sally, they were cuffed down because I remember seeing your cuff. What kind of heel is in the library socks? Not that I'm changing my mind. I'm sticking with the Fish Lips Kiss heel no matter what. Nancy says I can make a second sock toe up. Nancy, I totally could. Okay, that brings me so much joy. That would be fun. Do one cuff down with the Fish Lips Kiss and do the foot and then do the reverse because that would be exciting. That would like alleviate second sock syndrome because you're doing it different and then doing the toe, the foot, and then doing the heel. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that much different, really, but just let me think that so it'll be exciting. Oh, Sally's doing okay. Oh, it's a heel flap and gusset. Okay. My go-to. Okay, that's good. Sally, you like the shadow wrap heel too, but the heel flap and gusset fits better. Well, see, and that okay, that's what I always come back to. I have a really high arch, and I find the heel flap and gusset does fit me well. But I am open to trying some different ones. I feel like for the rest of this year, my monthly socks that I cast on, I want to kind of switch around the heels and make this an experiment year. So then I can actually honestly say I've given the Fish Lips Kiss like 100% try. I've knit it, I've worn it, and see what I like, and then make an informed decision about if I would do it again or not. Oh, it's just so exciting. I don't know. Sock knitting is exciting for me. I'm reading it at the same time. So Kara says, I like the Fish Lips Kiss or the Shadow Wrap. Oh, for self striping yarns. That's good. That is good. Thank you. Hi, Dawn. I feel like I need to go up to 72 stitches instead of 64 when I do the Fish Lips Kiss. Interesting. Really? So you just feel that it's snugger on your heel with a smaller amount of stitches? Can you do so like Fish Lips Kiss, it's like it's a short row heel, right? I mean, there's no heel flap. I remember that. So it's a version of of a short row. I'm pretty sure, right? So could you just make your heel more stitches wide instead of, because most of the time it's 50-50. Your heels knit on 50% of your stitches. So could you do it extra? Or would that be too complicated with how the heel's written? Would that just not be worth trying to do that kind of math? Liz, your arch and instep are very high. Oh, and that's why, so you do a heel flap and gusset. Yeah, typically that's what I do too. But I'm going to experiment. Hi, Nikki. Nikki, oh, Nikki's even heel. You guys, I think I started a pair of socks. Did I get to the heel, Nikki? I don't think I did. So Nikki says, I wrote my even heel pattern free on Ravelry specifically for shelf. Oh, for striped yarn, and you used Croy. Oh my gosh, Nikki, if I wasn't committed to the fish lips kiss, I feel I cannot change my mind. I have to do fish lips kiss, but I will do more Croy. I love knitting with Croy. So I'm gonna have to go back through these comments and I'm gonna write down. Okay, so shadow wrap, even heel. Was there a different one in here? Oh, Katie said I want to try the Flegel heel. Okay, yeah, all of these. Yes, or okay, what's I also oh, Dawn says I also have a very high arch, usually do 2 3/4 for your gusset. Yeah, and so that's why I like doing the heel flap because you've got that option. You can do your flap 2.5 inches, you could add go to 2 3/4, you could go to 3 inches, and then you just pick up more stitches, which means that your gusset decreases is longer, and it just gives you that extra room for fit in there. Yes. Oh, Nikki, isn't the even heel a version of the German short row? That kind of sounds familiar, doesn't it? Because I know we talked about Nikki's even heel like probably a year ago when I was on the same sock knitting journey that didn't go very far. But this is a different year and it's gonna have a different outcome. Okay, so Nikki says you need to do the fish lip. Oh, you need to do fish lips kill you. Oh, you are committed. But yes, you did start socks. I don't think you got to the heel. I know. Where are they? That is the $1,000,000 question. Where are they? Even heel is very similar to the shadow wrap heel. See, and I think that is like there's a lot of heels that are very similar, maybe a little tweak, and then they have their own specific names. So it would kind of be fun to go through them all and kind of be like, okay, these ones are similar. These are heel flapping, like have a heel flap and gusset version. This is a short row version. Yeah, and just kind of work your way and know exactly when people are talking about them, you'd be like, "Oh, yes, I remember that." Okay, yes. Nikki says yes. Susie, it uses German short rows. Um, oh, Lynn says, I'm confused about the high arch fix. Is it the flap that gets longer? Yes. So, yeah, you still work on I still work on half your stitches. So if you've got 64 stitches, you work on 32, but you can just make it longer. Yeah, you can modify it a little bit to, play around and see what that magic number is. If it's two and who was it said? Was it Nancy said 2 3/4 was for her? Yeah, so you can just kind of see what that number is. Susie, I think the short row heels are good if doing contrast color heel. True. I think so too. Because typically then you don't mess up your stripes, right? Louise, oh, the Flegel heel. That's right. I knew there was another one. Is used in Andrea Mowry's DRK Everyday Sock, and it has a fantastic fit. Oh, and the strong heel. The strong heel was in one of the socks that we did for Sock Madness, and it was a very interesting construction. So I haven't worn the socks because I haven't even thought about wearing Sock Madness socks. It's like they're too good to wear. I'm gonna keep them and admire them for a little while before I actually wear them. But it was really, really fun to knit and totally different construction on that one. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so the Flegel heel. That would be a good one to check out too. Okay, Nikki says, I of course make socks that fit me perfectly, but I love my even heel and oh, my even heel and my heel flap and gusset socks too. Well, that's the thing, right? Is that you decide like you have to try them all because you don't know until you try. And you have to like knitting them. But I mean, most off they have to fit you well. And everybody's foot is shaped differently. So every heel is going to fit some people better or not as good. And it's not that anyone is really truly better. It's just which one is better for you, I think is what it comes down to. So you just got to try them all. And because you never know until you try, you never know until you wear them. So this one, Fish Lips Kiss. I'm excited. I am truly excited. A little worried now that Louise says it was hard. But it'll be fine. I can do it. So next week, I'm hoping to this week I've got some catching up to do on book club book. So that means I'm going to be sitting listening and knitting. So I'll have a few nights that I'm just going to work on the sock, whip through the leg, and get to the heel and enjoy it. And I'm going to report back next week. That is my plan. Maybe hang your sock Manda socks on your wall. That is the plan, Sally. That is the plan. I'm going to do that. And then I'll enjoy them. And then when I knit other super fantastic, well, any socks, I could hang these ones on my wall because they're going to be pretty too. And I'll just rotate my um, artwork socks, enjoy them for a while, and then move them to my sock drawer and wear them. And then just keep going. That's what I think I will do. Okay, so speaking of socks, let me show you another pair here. Guys, these are my retreat socks. The retreat weekend is coming. Are we 3 weekends away from that? There's Mother's Day weekend this coming weekend. The next weekend is Knit City Toronto, which is going to be so exciting. And then the next weekend is our retreat weekend. So, remember these socks that I thought, oh, I have all the time in the world. I have months. I don't need them till the end of May. I will get them done no problem. Well, here is sock two. But I have just started the oh, excuse me. I have started the heel flap and I only have a couple of rounds done, but the heel flap has started. So that seems like significant progress. The leg is done, working on the heel flap. I only knit the leg 6 inches, about 6 and a quarter inches on the other leg on the other socks. So this is where we are. So just working back and forth on the heel flap. It's got a slip stitch heel flap and just going to do the basic heel flap and gusset on this one and try to get these guys done in the next couple of weeks. I would love to have a little bit of breathing room that I don't have to be working like the night before to try and get these guys done. The other project I did a little bit of work on was I did pull out my sweater. Pull out, not as in I got it out of the project bag that's been sitting on the shelf. And I just did just like just a few rounds on here, but got it started with another stripe. So I'm just going to work away at this because I think this would be a great sweater to have for the spring. So like basically right now, but just on the cool nights. Tonight would have been a perfect night. It was beautiful sitting outside, but the wind was just a little cool. And I think I just want something that's big and loose that I can just pull over and just for on those cool nights. So I think this would be a good sweater for that. But I need to get it done so I can kind of wear it in the next couple of weeks because after we get through the end of May, the next couple of months will probably be too warm for this. So I'm hoping I can get that sleeve finished, wear it once or twice before it gets too hot, but it'll at least be ready for, mid to end August when the nights start getting cooler again. I'll have it for that for sure. Oh, those have a deadline. Yes. I know they should be my priority project. Yes, you're right, Katie. They should be. But sometimes, I don't know, sometimes deadline knitting is what I need because I need to focus. Like, I really feel like I need to be able to say, I have so many inches, I have so many days. That means I need to knit an inch every day to get it done. Like, that's what I need. When I have too many days and I just think, oh, I can just willy nilly knit here or there, that's when I get into trouble. So, you're right. I probably should just kind of pick a deadline to say, like, in 2 weeks, maybe I should wear them to Knit City. Then I would have them done a week early. And I know, because I really, truly, they're just plain socks. It should not take me long to do them. If I buckle down and work on them this week, I will have them done. So I probably should do that. Um, oh, Nikki says exactly, but of course I make sure it fits my testers too, and I have made changes to patterns and testing to make sure it fits more people than just me. Well, true, yes, that is the goal. You do want it to be able to fit everybody, or to be able to give some instructions on how people can modify it, like where to make things longer or shorter, so it can fit everybody perfectly. Yes, I know, always so fun. Yes, so fun. Okay, and did I oh, I did well, this is a project that I'm going to work on this week. My shawl. This is that cherry pit colorway that I love, but I haven't knit on this. It's a garter stitch asymmetrical. This was kind of my go-to, um, a new podcast, willy-nilly knitting. That would be funny, wouldn't it, Liz? I like that. So it's getting there. It's getting there we are. So it's getting some size on it. It's getting to that point now where the rows are just starting to feel long, and which is a good thing. Then that means it's actually starting to grow. So this is what it's going to be. It's just like this. And I love it. I love the colors on this so much. But I don't know. I'm probably not halfway yet on this. I could weigh it and know for sure. But I would like to get it done because it just feels like this has been one of those projects that I knit a little bit on every week, and it's just seemed to be going on forever and ever. So I would like to just dedicate some time to this project and really get a good chunk of it done this week. So this could be done in the next couple of weeks as well. And that is really that was it. My sock, and I did work to try to get the leg finished so I could get down to the heel. So it was kind of a sock knitting week this week for me, but I am super excited about the mosaic. So if you're just joining in, this was the winning colors. Really, really excited for this. I think I'm going to do the tubular or the Italian cast on again for the hat because I really like how that gives you a nice edge on the brim of your hat. The stitches just seem to go just well, they do. They just go from the front and around and right up the other side. It just I really like the finish on it. Has a nice stretch. So I will do that. Oh, I did finish the green hat. I did. It's not up here, it's downstairs. I did finish it. And it was a quick hat. So yes, you're right. I did have a finish in there. And I finished put the fringe on the purple scarf. So I did have a few finishes. And so now it's just back into kind of some projects that aren't super close to a finish. So it's going to feel like it's going to take a couple weeks to get some more finishes in here. So, what is everybody else working on? I did buy a new pattern. I did buy a new pattern. Have you guys seen let me see if I can pull this up on my phone. See if we can get a good, okay, that, okay, here we go. This, okay, this isn't working either. What in the world is going on here? Okay, so hold on. Why is this being, Oh, here we go. Shetland Wool Week. Do you guys get the emails for this or see any posts? This is the hat for this year's um, Wool Week. And if you look down here, these are ram's heads along here. Oh, okay. And waves and ram's heads with the horns. Isn't it? I just love it. And the star shape on top. I really, really, really like this. So I bought the pattern and I am going to knit it. So there's 5 colors in here. I just scanned the pattern or just like just quickly took a quick look through it and it calls for 5 different colors. But let me see if I can come up with here we are. It is a paid for pattern, but it's not very much money. I think it was only a couple of dollars if I remember right. But she's knitted up here, or they've had testers knit it. I know you'll have to just go look because I know that it's not showing it very well. This is a really, really bright one. This one here is just like a gray and white. And then this is done in shades of green and purples, which is really pretty. But I like the neutral one done with a gray and white or a black and white or a navy and white, I think would be really, really stunning too. I like that and I like the really bright ones. So I'm not sure if I would do it 2 colors or the all the really brights. But I just thought I would buy the hat just to kind of to support the designer and the festival. And because some year I'm going to be at that festival. I just don't know when, but that is on my to-do list. My places to go, shows to go to is to go to Wool Week. So anyway, yeah, so I may see what I can find for yarn for this project, and you guys may be voting for that too. Maybe that will be, do I do the bright color, or do I do the neutral version? You guys gonna, because honestly, I don't know which one I would like. So you guys could help me with that. Okay, I was trying to see, oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. If, here we are. If you haven't seen the pressed flowers hat, let me see if I can get this better. Hmm, that's it. So you can kind of see, so you get the idea of the mosaic knitting, and then the flower are just in there around, sprinkled in there, looking lovely. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. So that's it. I'm excited to give it a go and to see how they do the top of the hat. If it is decreased or if it's more of a square top. So, anyways, I'm excited for that. Oh, okay. So let me see. What is everybody working on? I saw, oh, Kara's saying I'm crocheting a baby blanket from Karen Cakes. That's gonna turn out nice. They always have great colorways, long color stripes. That's gonna be lovely. Nikki, your chrysalis cardigan with the daisy buttons and my pearl Soho half and half triangles wrap. Nice. Those are big projects. Liz, you're knitting on a shorty sock. I started other projects, but a cough interrupted my bronchitis. Oh no. Oh no. I hope you're not getting sick. Nancy, you're working on a hat, a shawl, a couple of scarves. One of the scarves, ooh, is one color brioche. Oh, Nancy, I'm so excited for you. I love one color brioche. It is so underrated. Everybody just goes for the 2 color, I mean, the bright fun colors is hard to resist, but one color is soft, it's squishy. I love one color brioche. You are gonna love that. Oh, Sam, you just finished casting off your third dishcloth now today. Good job, Sam. Carol, you're knitting a two-color brioche hat. I wanted to bring it to knitting on Thursday, but I have an appointment, maybe next week. Okay, deal. It's a date, Carol. Cindy, oh, you want to knit the pressed flower cardigan. Oh, I don't even know if I knew there was a pressed flower cardigan. What weight of yarn is that knit in, Cindy? Is it still in the sport weight? That would be pretty. Oh, Sam, you're working on your fourth dishcloth today. Hi, Diane. Sally, you're working on your socks and a second flower project. That's so fun. I am like really excited to see everybody's flower projects because I think it's something we haven't done before, and you just have to kind of think a little bit about it and do a little research and find patterns and yarn and or get creative with embroidery and duplicate stitch, which makes it really, really fun. Hi, Ashton. I just finished my 40 bumblebee bookmarks. Oh my goodness. That was a project. Those would so bumblebee, like are they yellow and black or are they um yeah, what makes them bumblebee? That's what I want to know. They sound super cute. Lynn, you're knitting Sharon's Glamping Blanket 2 by Casapinka. Okay. So what is so that blanket, is it garter stitch? Is there cables in it? Exciting. Oh, Nikki, I do love one color brioche. Exactly. See, I know. It is lovely, isn't it, Nikki? Yep. Soft and squishy. Yep. Texture is lovely. I know. I love it. Olafson, how are you? My emotional support chicken is almost done. Waiting for the eyes to arrive in the mail, working on a baby blanket right now. Oh my gosh. The emotional support chicken. I just think like that designer, like how much emotional support has she provided to people? It's like just every time people share a picture of that chicken, does it just not make everybody smile? Like it is the cutest thing. And then there's oh, when we were talking about pickles, there's a support pickle, there's a support potato. Which I think when we were talking somewhere what a few weeks ago, I was like, "Well, who would knit a pickle or a potato? Like, when you could do a chicken, why would you do a pickle?" Like, and I right? Well, then a few people were sending me pictures and they're like, "Louise, this is the pattern." And I'm like, "Oh my goodness. They are kind of cute." And I think it's because like, I mean, a pickle is a pickle, but the potato was kind of shaped I know, like a potato, but they had the eyes, is the eyes that makes them cute. So yes, but I just think the whole thing, like look at how many times we've talked about this pattern. I'm sure other podcasters have, other knitting groups have, and just look at the joy she has spread by doing that pattern. I think it has lived up to its name, right? Okay, yeah. Oh, so Cindy, you are going to do the cardigan. Oh my gosh, and you're gonna do it in DK. What color are you doing yours in? That sounds, super fun. Oh, Nancy, of course you are. Nancy says, "I just watched a video, so this is the one color brioche, and I could do it. I feel so smart." Of course you are. You are a very expert knitter, and you can figure it out. I'm so happy for you. Okay, so the bumblebee bookmarks, yes, yellow and black. They're oh, a little amigurumi bumblebees with tassels attached. Uh, How do you get any cuter than that? Bumblebees and tassels. I love it. Okay, so remind us, what are you doing with 40 of them? So obviously they're gifts, they're um handouts. Are you giving them to people? I can't remember what they were for, but how amazing. How cute are those? Those will bring joy to everybody who sees those. Diane, you got sock cuffs done on the sock cuffs done on the first, nothing since. That's okay. That's okay. You're actually making me feel better. Lynn, oh, not garter. Split into sections and a different pattern each time. Oh, so that's really fun. So then does that help make a bigger project for the blanket go faster when it's different stitches? That sounds fun. Diane, your chicken sits on the pot and pan shelf and judges me daily. I like that. Susie, I like seeing all the chicken colors. I know because you can't go wrong, can you? It's just amazing. Oh, Ashley, you'll post pictures in the Facebook group. That would be wonderful. Sam. Oh no, Sam, your hat will be fine. The German twist cast on. Then don't do that one. There's a simple answer to that one. Just do your regular cast on. A German twisted cast on is it's just a version of the long tail. Just do your long tail cast on and carry on. Get this third hat started, get the ribbing going. I want to see it on Thursday. It'll be fine. I can show you how to do the German twist in person. That maybe is just what you need. For students at the end of the year, perfect. How old are your students? Doesn't matter. I would love a bumblebee bookmark. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, okay. Crossover Paranormal Society. I can't remember what your name is. Hi and welcome. Are you a knitter? And what are you knitting? That is so fun. You guys are working on some amazing projects. See, I love this. And we get inspired by all of you. And because I'm sure that's how the emotional support chicken got so popular, right? Was one person saw it, one posted a picture, then somebody else knit it, and it's just that ripple effect, right? So the bumblebee bookmarks, did you find is there a pattern on Ravelry for that, or did you make it up yourself? So exciting. So exciting. So, okay, you guys, thank you for voting. I'm excited to do the pink and the green. That this is going to be very cheery, very happy. Oh my gosh, Ashton, you just made it up? Super talented. Good job. Diane, I still have to do the frog in his sweater. Oh my gosh. You guys all know I am not a toy knitter. Like I want to be. I wish I was. They're so cute. Like I really think I could handle the pickle. I could do a pickle, I think. But I would love I like knitting things big. Think of like remember Magic the Cat, the blanket yarn, 20 millimeter needles? That I like. Doing little fiddly things with arms and legs and ears and tails. I little fiddly things is not where my excitement lies. I would do it every once in a while, like we've done in the Fiber Friends, we've done toy knitting, I don't know if we do it every year. Sometimes kind of around fall, Christmas, we'll do it. And the ones that I've done, I've enjoyed, but I don't do them the rest of the year. I have to I have to save up that energy to do it one time a year. But I love seeing everybody else knit them. They are so, so cute. Let's see, Diane. Oh, my Magic the Cat is less than an inch high. I know, and mine is huge. Mine is stuffed with pillows. I know. I know. I like things. I like making things super, super big. So, oh, Louise, you totally agree. Is that with me and about toy knitting? Like the gnomes, right? Like imagine landscape and all of her gnomes. They are so cute. I have a friend who joins almost every one of her knit alongs, and she absolutely loves it. Brings her so much joy to fiddle and do the beard and the nose, and I'm like, I love watching the progress. I love seeing all the finished pictures. That brings me joy. I have never knit a gnome, and I've learned to never say never because a Christmas gnome knit along does sound like fun. But and I maybe could do it once, but it's I'm gonna leave that joy and fun to all of you guys. Olufsen, I knit tiny knitted frogs and sweaters. I'm sure they're in the dictionary under love. They are, I mean, they're so cute. So, so cute. Ashton, I couldn't find the Facebook group. What is the name? Oh, Fiber Friends? Fiber Friends Friday Night Knitting is the full name. So you do have to, it's a private group, so you do have to answer at least one of the two questions just so we know you're a real person. And then we'll either Cheryl and I will see it and we'll let you in. It's a fun group. Oh, yes, you don't like to, to flirt around with that. Yeah. Um, is that what that? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I know. Yeah, fiddly stuff's not my thing, but that's okay. I think I would rather knit a queen size blanket than do a whole bunch of little toys. For sure, I would do that. Um, Dawn says, "Oh, I adore making gnomes." See, I know most people do. I think I am in well, I was gonna say I'm in the minority in that one. I may be in the minority a lot. Yellow's my favorite color. I love pom-poms. I like tassels. That may not be everybody's favorite things, but I'm okay with that. But that's see, I love it when people get excited about the gnomes. Um, I got Diane to make one with me. It was not her favorite thing. See, but I guess that's good because you don't know until you try, right? Sometimes you might try a gnome and surprise yourself and absolutely love it. And if you try one, then you can honestly say you don't like it, then you know you don't like it. Oh, Diane, oh, my necklace. Thank you. Yes, it's selenite. Yes. This is one of my new favorites. Okay, everybody, it is almost 9 o'clock. Oh, my goodness. Now I'm all excited. I'm like need to find needles. I need to find something in the area of a 3 and a quarter, a 3.5, 3.75, a 4. I will take 2 needles of different sizes in anywhere in that range. 16-inch is my preferred. I will take a magic loop. If I'm super duper desperate, I could do it on DPMs, couldn't I? I might be at that point. I really need to go through some of my whips and reclaim some needles or put them on waste yarn or something. And yeah, but I'm gonna get this started. So I know I'm gonna cast on with the pink, do the Italian cast on again because that is my new favorite go-to for hats. And then these guys, I'm gonna work on these. I want to work on the shawl. I want to get the sleeve done on that sweater. I've got grand knitting plans for this week, so we will see how the week goes and see how much knitting I can fit in my spare time. So, you guys, I hope you have had a great start to your week. It has been a fantastic Monday for me. Thank you to everybody who votes and who watches and comments here on the live. It is always so fun, and it's just a super great way to kick off the week. So, everybody, I will see you all this weekend on the Fiber Friends podcast Sunday morning, and then back here again Monday with hopefully a whole lot of progress that I can show you all. So, everybody, have a fantastic week and enjoy all your projects, and we'll catch up next week. Bye, everybody.